Meow, 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 meow.
Back in the building. Back in the building. All right.
Okay.
We got people living next door, man.
Right. We in the building. It's Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is going to be episode 172, right?
Yep. 172.
Right. This is your man Kurt, and this is my man
Howard.
Yes, sir. And we are here to do it again. We appreciate y'all tuning in. As we always say, don't forget to hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
I feel like I'm playing the air drum.
Right. So we're trying to get things right. We got our little microphone set up here.
Yeah, they got see, and look at this shit now. Look at this shit.
Got one
this mother come up here. He gave me the silver shit. He got the gold shit. This is like the equivalent, like we playing video games, like we playing Super Mario. He let me know right here, like, yo, this nigga played too. Nigga, you Luigi, nigga.
Right. He got the Luigi.
Yeah, look, I'm in World 3-4, I'm doing the jumps. Dang, you gonna die? Nah, I'm still going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, sometimes you gotta set the gold standard, let them know.
Hey, see.
Y'all know I'm just messing around. Y'all messing around.
Oh, man.
But anyway, man, so how was your week this week?
Oh, man, the week's been pretty busy, man. We're doing this work at my job and all this stuff. I'm also, working at doing my school stuff for the summer, which about to wrap that up. But yeah, man, it's just been crazy. And we have to start moving, because what I told you over the phone, where I work, they cut the
hold on one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Bo.
just realized this ain't even plugged in.
Oh, dang.
My bus.
Yo. Yeah, you just busted bus like Kwame. See, that's what you get for being playing number one.
Y'all probably couldn't hear me that good on the YouTube one, but it should be good now. Appreciate that.
But anyway, continuing what I was saying, we split the building in half, but we're paying more for less space. Neighbors coming over within 2 weeks or so we got to move some stuff. But with the shipment we got out Friday, that frees up some space. So that's less stuff we have to move to the other side.
Gotcha.
But it's still some work involved though. But it ain't too bad.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, I hope it works out, man, where it won't be too much on y'all. But that is kind of stressful when you got to start dividing up space and all of that. So.
Yeah.
But I see we got my man R2G2
in the house.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Oh, how was your week, man?
My week was good, man. It was just a work week. Just did my thing. Punched the clock a few times.
Yeah.
But it was an average week. Nothing special. Just happy to be back doing a podcast again.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing really too exciting this week. So. I feel like it's something, like I said, remember I was telling you, I feel like there's somebody who passed away that I'm forgetting about. I don't know. I feel like there's some celebrity that just recently passed away over the past few days. And I know who it is now. Keisha Cole's mother.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yes, Frankie Lawrence. She passed away.
Okay.
Actually, it was on her birthday, passed away, and also it was from a drug overdose.
Oh,
so
I think I did see. Yeah, I think I did see that.
Really messed up, man. I hate to hear that about her, but it happens, and I hope that some people can learn from the situation. Keisha Cole just recently spoke out about it, so she didn't say too much, but she did speak about it, and I'm glad she spoke out, and I'm sure it's going to be a hard thing, man, because no matter what situation your parents are in, it's hard when you lose them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I lost my parents. Both of them are gone. My mom's was gone since I've been 19.
Dang. Right,
and my dad died in '06, so it's been a minute, man. Been a minute.
Yeah. And just to, not to put my business out there, I'm fortunate that my father, he actually celebrated his 70th birthday.
Yeah.
I had to no matter what, what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, you gotta praise the Most High for that,
Yeah,
especially
man.
being black and being
man.
70. Nowadays, shoot, mugs ain't making it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
Yeah, man. And, sorry about your loss, about your family.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, I always try to tell people, I know you may have some issues with your parents, but at least appreciate them while they're here, because once they're gone, they ain't coming back. It's and that's a hard thing. I struggle with that still to this day. So anyway, but yeah, like I said, I had a regular week, nothing too special. Let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day real quick.
We're going to give a moment of silence for Keisha Cole.
Oh, yes, my bad. Thank you. Yeah, let's do a moment of silence for Miss Frankie Lawrence, Keisha Cole's mother. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. We appreciate that. And I mean, I actually enjoyed seeing her. She was really, funny, actually. I mean, when I saw her on the Keisha Cole reality show.
Yeah.
And even when they did the other spinoff of that, her and the other daughter, Frankie and Neffy, that was really good. It was really, she was just entertaining, man. I remember there was one time she was on like the red carpet or something, man, for some awards, and she was out there dropping it like it's hot, man. It had me dying. I was like, yo, her mom's be wilding. So, Frankie will definitely be missed, by a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just gonna say we can go ahead and jump into our question of the day. As far as y'all know, we got the verses coming up with the Locks and Dipset. So my question of the day is, who do you think is gonna come out on top? You know what I mean? Who you got? You got Locks or you got Dipset?
Yo.
Wow. Yeah, man.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all I got too, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just say YO for the win. I think Dipset is definitely gonna have some good bangers in there, but for me, what I was bumping in my car and in my headphones and all of that was always LOX. You know what I mean? The brothers who will put the hawk to you. You know what I mean? Just cut you real quick. The brothers who almost had to poke Mike.
Damn, we might have to poke Mike.
Yeah,
yo, when I heard that story, I forgot who was it. Styles? I think it was Styles.
It was either Styles or Kiss.
Yeah, I think Styles. We might have to poke Mike and get together. We might have to poke Mike.
Yeah, man. If y'all heard that story, it was funny,
man.
I told a story about Mike Tyson, so y'all might have to look that up.
Oh, man.
Talks about Mike Tyson. But yeah, so who y'all got? Let us know in the comments. Give us some feedback. I'm sure there's some fans on both sides out there. So we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean?
Fully, but coolie, goalie.
Bowling.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie now. If he come out with that, man, they gonna go bananas on. Even though I fucking hate that song when it came out, it was like everywhere. But that come out in the garden.
Right.
That shit gonna get crazy.
The main thing for me was just the beat. I did like the beat, but I never really been a fan of Jim Jones's rapping that much. He's all right, but he's never impressed me that much. He's not trash. He's just, for me, a little on the average side.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I think with some of these performances and things like in this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, lyrics and bars, they are important, but for the most part, you gotta, move the crowd. Jim Jones knows how to do that. Yeah. And as far as some people they just want, they ain't like us. Like, we listen to the lyrics and analyze them and stuff like that, and how they move around. But some people just like the simplicity. As long as they got the this works. So I mean, it is what it is. So.
Most definitely. But yep. So I'm anxious to see that. It's coming out on August 3rd, the Versus. So, we'll see how that goes. Let's get into some birthdays real quick.
All right.
So I only got a few this week. So today's birthday, I mentioned last week, but since it's falling on today, my man Esoteric, happy birthday to him. That's my man from Czarface.
Right,
and he's also in a couple of other projects as well. But happy birthday, Esoteric. Coming up on the 27th, we got my man West Side Gun.
Boom, 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 boom.
Gotta make all them sounds, when you hear Griselda in the building.
I love that shit.
Yeah, man. Also coming up on the 27th, my man Tory Lanez.
Right.
Gotta give him a happy birthday. Gangster shooting people in the foot.
Shoot my pinky toe.
And then coming up on the 28th, happy birthday goes out to Soulja Boy. Yeah, man. The man said he pretty much he responsible for the whole hip hop right now. That's what he said.
Well, the internet.
Right.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He was the only one on the Versus that played the same song 3 goddamn times.
Yeah, man. And he did it multiple times.
He was like, so is it Bow Wow, you hate that song? You know what? I like that song so much. Oh, play it again.
Wow.
Play it again.
So yeah, man. Also coming up on July 29th, my man Big DS from Onyx. I haven't heard too much from him lately, but I know it's his birthday coming up, so happy birthday to him. Coming up on the 30th, my man Brother Ali, one of my favorite lyricists.
Yeah.
And also on the 30th, rest in peace and happy birthday goes out to MC Trouble. Yeah, one of the female rappers from the 90s. She's passed away now, but I'll never forget about her. All right. So let's give them a round of applause. Yep. All right. So let's get into some music. I got a few new things to talk about. There's this new song I heard by a dude named Rey Mysterio that features West Side Gun and Conway the Machine.
Okay.
It's a dope one. It's a banger. I forgot about the name of it. I apologize, but it's a really good song. If you put all three of them names in YouTube, it'll come up. Then also, speaking of West Side Gun, he just dropped a new song with DJ Premier called The Narcissist. Okay. Yeah, man. It's dope, too.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong with DJ Premier and West Side Gun, too. Those lyrics, so that's going to be a banger. Also, my man Freddie Fox, he has a new project about to drop. It's an album called Produced by Bumpy Knuckles, Volume 1.
Okay.
And it's going to be kind of, I think, a compilation album because he said he's basically producing a bunch of tracks with some dudes who can just rap their ass off. So I think he's going to try to do one of those. It's not really all about him. He's trying to just get his production out there. And,
okay, that's what's up, man.
So I think that's going to be dope. It's called Produced by Bumpy Knuckles Volume 1. So I'm ready for that, man.
Yeah.
And so you were saying that the new Kanye West album has already dropped, right?
I think so. I'll try to look for it in Spotify. Maybe, I don't know if it's on a Pacific platform, but I try to look for it because I'll try to listen to it a little bit before coming here.
Right.
But yeah, for what I've heard, it's supposed to come out. Oh, and speaking of new music, and I don't want to talk about this. Apparently, Lil Nas X, I didn't know about it. He had some type of video about some boy shower scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't discuss too much about that because I don't care about boys showering.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Not like that.
You might as well not even.
I believe, you know what I'm saying? I want you to wash your ass.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Wash your ass. Keep clean. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to see him like that. I ain't trying to see you getting behind parts like that.
I think he's just doing stuff for shock value, just to get, just to get people looking and talking and all of that. So, do your thing, man, but it ain't for me.
Yeah. I done messed up that whole shit.
Oh, you good, man.
Nah, man. Fucked up.
But I wanted to mention this because of since we mentioned Kanye West, I heard a snippet of a new song he got out with Jay-Z. So apparently they're back on good terms because they've done a song together on Kanye's new album. Like you said, I don't know if the album's out yet, but it's the song has a dope beat, and they, from what I heard, he did like a listening party, and I think he was charging a high dollar amount for people to get in there.
Dang.
A ridiculously high dollar amount. So he's still on his Kanye West, you know what I mean? Because Kanye he be trying to get outrageous with stuff, man.
Yo, you want to listen to my album? You have to pay to listen to my album. You really gonna pay?
Right. We need your whole mortgage. I might need a couple of your kids.
Dang, yo.
Kanye be on that, man. I know he feel like, he on that genius level, and I mean he's done a lot for hip hop. He has.
Yeah,
but, I'm sorry, certain prices I can't deal with. So I don't know what the price was, but I heard it was astronomical. But we're gonna get into some topics. You know what? It's kind of funny. That I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm gonna circle back around to that. So for the topics, let's start with this Dr. Dre thing real quick, man. He's been ordered to pay $300,000 a month in spousal support, which ain't too bad. You know what I mean? She trying to get millions a month. So I guess he kind of got off, a little on the.
I need a little Trump joint. Millions.
Right.
Millions.
Right. You know what I mean? So but that's not bad considering the amount of money that he has. You know what I mean? And it ain't but so much she contributed to his money situation. You know what I mean? So I think $300,000 a month is very fair. And that's not for me to decide. That's for him. But still, in my opinion, just as a fan from the outside looking in, I'm gonna say that's a fair amount. Considering she wanted millions a month, I don't think that's just too much.
But there's the thing though. She still got the bag thing. She get $3.2 billion a year for the rest of her life.
Yeah, tell me more about that. What is that about? Is that based on the 300,000 or
it's the clause? Yeah, it's the clause. Yeah, $3.2 billion for the rest of her life, or until she married.
Right.
She ain't gonna get
remarried.
Or
she's gonna get her little boyfriend, but she ain't gonna get remarried. She ain't trying to mess that money up.
You know what I'm saying? They somehow disconnect them brakes.
Right.
She getting that curve. Hey. California got a lot of curvy, little mountainside joints. She get disconnected.
We're gonna hear about something crazy happening.
Yes, that's one thing, man. So you know what I'm saying? But like you said, I'm with you on that. I think he got off, pretty good, and but she's definitely taken care of. She don't have to work. Yeah, she ain't got to worry. She ain't got to worry about going to Burger King and none of that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Dang.
That's been messed up. It'll be like, I Dr. Dre's wife flipping burgers and shit.
Right. Hey, man.
Hey, girl, I've been there, done that.
Right.
That's horrible.
Divorce, man. It's messy, man. It's messy. So I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But anyway, let's go on to some other topics too. So let's talk about a couple of movies. You said you saw the Space Jam joint. How was that?
Man, I enjoyed it. I went in to see it. Well, this what happened. So I got me, a little something to eat, a little pizza, and with the keto friendly, of course. Yeah. I'm trying to watch the figure, my fat ass. But I got a little keto pizza joint. I got me a little little seltzer tea joint. Yeah, sugar free. The low sugar. It still got alcohol in it, but I just want to get a little, little pep. So I watched it. So I was like, I'm gonna throw this on, just to have something, while I'm eating and munching. And so I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought LeBron did a pretty decent job on acting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not, he ain't doing no Spacerian shit. Right. Nothing like, oh, nothing like that. But I thought he did pretty good. You could tell that he kind of got, a little bit of coaching or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole movie I thought was great. The villain in it, which was Don Cheetah, he kind of he kind of did what Kevin Hart used to do when it comes to the comedy, because that's what he was trying to mimic. Far a little bit. That's just my opinion. I like the whole serververse idea that they had, and I like the fact that it being a Warner Brother movie, they were using all their properties, the Harry Potter, DC universe, all this other stuff. So I like how they blended it, blended all that in.
Right.
So it was enjoyable. My girl mad at me because I didn't watch it with her. So
dang.
Yeah, so she gonna beat my ass. But other than that, I thought it was good. I really thought it was good.
Down, man.
Yeah, she gonna
vex that ass up.
No, she ain't gonna vex. No, she ain't vexing that ass. Yeah, nothing vexing that ass.
Yeah, but that's still funny to this day. But yeah, I wanted to make a quick note about that. I heard that the guy who did the original Space Jam movie, I don't know if he was the producer, director, whatever, but he was the guy behind the scenes that created the first one. Supposedly he trashed the new one. I guess he's not part of the new one, but supposedly he felt like LeBron would not be able to be the next Mike. Like they were just trying to make him the next Mike, and for him it was just like, nah, you're nowhere near Michael Jordan's status, and I don't like what they did with the new movie. So supposedly that he kind of talked some junk like that.
First of all, that first movie was trash. I'm just gonna be real with you.
I'm gonna
be real. I mean, don't get me. Oh, and they had a little cameo in there too, which is
okay.
They did when they were bulky up and stuff, but But don't get me wrong. The first one for its time, they were trying to do something with it, but I mean, if you go back and look at it now, that first movie was trash. Now the soundtrack to that first movie. And that shit was fire.
Yeah, they had
that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was. It was a great soundtrack. I remember that.
I hit him high, hit him low. Bust hit him high, hit him low. Bust all over everywhere. Yeah, so
that was a joint right there. It was on that Cypress Hill.
Yeah, the Big Real, Coolio,
yeah,
Method Man, Cool J. That was in them days it was because that's what I missed, because it was like interesting seeing those type of people like you wouldn't think would working together. You know what I'm saying? And it was it's dope.
Yeah, that was I thought it was decent. I saw the first one, but I didn't want to see the second one, only because I'm not really that interested. But also when they said they canceled Pepe Le Pew, wouldn't let him.
Oh yeah, that was.
You know what?
Yeah, that was
on there, and I'm good.
That was stupid.
That was just stupid.
Yeah, because of the whole. Because he was a rapist. It's like no, the whole premise of that joke was reason why the cat was getting away from Pepe is because Pepe stunk.
Right.
That was the whole premise of the joke. It wasn't because he was aggressive.
Act like he was just a rapist on it.
Like, he's just
right.
Give me the pussy.
I mean, I just thought it was silly, man, for them to take him out. So that was the main thing that kind of pissed me off, and I was like, okay, for that, I'm not even trying to go see this.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did get a chance to go see the Snake Eyes movie.
So how was that?
That was really good. It's action packed. As you know, it's just a background movie about Snake Eyes is coming up, how he came up and how he became Snake Eyes. Now, I have to admit, they did do it slightly different from the last G.I. Joe movie, because if you remember, the last one was kind of a big deal about Snake Eyes. And they showed him meeting Storm Shadow, and they, tell you that they're brothers. And then they had the scenes where they go back to when they were kids and all of that. This movie didn't really go back to them meeting as kids, more so them meeting when they were older.
Okay.
Young adults, maybe in their low 20s.
Yeah.
So it kind of made it seem like that. They go back to when Snake Eyes was a kid, but that's only to show his father getting killed.
Damn.
Yeah, that was it. And I don't want to put too much out there, but I don't think that's too pivotal. But it's just that was the only part they showed when he was a kid, and everything else was just the symbolism behind the name Snake Eyes, how he met his brother, and how they got with Cobra and G.I. Joe, and how each of them got into that. So it was really good, action packed, really good.
Yeah, I definitely gotta check that out.
I
And it's only in theaters, right?
Yeah,
now.
as far as I know, it's only in theaters. I recommend it for anybody. It's a well thought out movie, so I think they did a great job with it. All the action scenes were jam packed, and it looks like they're gonna try to do another one. At the end, it kind of allude to another one. You know what I mean? So I think that's gonna be good.
Oh, real quick too, I wanted to go back to the Space Jam real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
The music on this one ain't too bad neither.
Okay.
I don't know how this works, but they had Kirk Franklin and Little Baby.
Yeah, they did a song on something recently.
Yeah,
it was like maybe an award show, and I was like, okay, I didn't never expect
to see
them together.
But the blend, like the blend of the gospel and him rapping. Okay. I'm like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works. It must be the same song they did on this recent award show or something, because it sounded pretty decent. So I remember thinking, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but that came out really good.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that worked.
Yeah, it might have been the BET Awards that just came on. So, because they opened the show with that. Matter of fact, I think they were probably thinking, let's go ahead and get the gospel out of the way so we can get to the rest.
Get to the ratchet.
Right.
Yeah. But it works. I have to give it to them.
Okay.
God's littlest Christian. Let's clap it up.
It's like deciding
remember, he called his son a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, he hurried up and tried to address that. I mean, and it did blow over pretty quick.
But people were like, nah, he probably doesn't that. You were grown there. Now, it'd be one thing, you like 17, 18 years old, but nigga, you 34.
Right.
Living in the house and talking about, oh, he threw treat me right. Like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Yeah, he did kind of sound like that. So, but yeah, man, so I thought that was interesting. But the Space Jam joint, I may check it out when it comes on TV or something like that, or HBO or.
It's on HBO Max. That's how I thought. Okay. Shit, you think I went to the theater?
Well, I went to the theater. Saw Snake Eyes in the theater, so that was really good. But yeah, I think Snake Eyes is definitely worth seeing.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that.
They show him how getting his suit and everything. So the backstory is really good too. All right, so we can move on to something else. You want to talk about the Nas joint?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I didn't. Did you listen to it? Because I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, not the whole song, but I heard the snippet of the lines where he's basically, there's a song that leaked from like supposedly 25 years ago where Nas specifically disses Tupac. And they have the whole song, I believe, online, but I only heard a snippet where, the few bars where he went at Tupac. So, he was just kind of rapping a bunch of stuff. Like, he was like something, gold chain and tube socks and blah, blah, the dude dot, and something, niggas scared like Tupac, something like that. It was something to that effect. It wasn't that hard, but it was, it was the first time I guess he mentioned Tupac specifically. So I guess he just never released it. And I mean, it kind of shocked me at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, I ain't that shocked by it, because I mean, remember they said Biggie made a song specifically tearing Tupac a new one, and it was so hard that they wouldn't even replay it now. Because Busta Rhymes heard a copy of it, Nori heard a copy of it, a few other rappers, and they was like, yeah, y'all don't want to hear that. That is not for the airwaves. So, that's why, I ain't too mad, because I mean, even though Biggie was like, he didn't want to go directly at him, I think he just felt like he had to do something just in case it kept going. And I think Nas kind of felt that way, but Nas was just kind of just do a little jab at him, just to let him know I ain't scared.
Well, actually, on that whole thing, the the Tupac ain't getting scared like Tupac.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to Carcino, because this is what he said on his page years ago.
Okay.
Pac and Nas, actually Snoop, Pac and Nas, was somewhere in the alley. I want to say it was in New York, not necessarily Queens. Nas had 100 niggas with him.
Oh yeah.
Gun.
Yeah. I heard that story. I know what you're talking about. It was something like
Pac, but Pac stirred him down.
Right.
And Nas came up to Pac, gave him a hug, winked at him, said, "Hey, I love you, dog." When he part ways, they said that him doing that wink might have been a thing about Pac's demise.
Yeah.
That's just what Carcino was saying. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying through that telling of the story.
Yeah.
That's what, that's speculation.
Now, this is what I've heard. I heard Snoop tell this story directly. I don't know if you heard it, but Snoop, I did him tell the story twice. And he basically said it was somewhere, I don't know where, like you said, it might have been after some award show was over or something like that. And so Pac was out there, Nas was across the way, and Nas saw him and decided to approach him to let him know, he wasn't scared or none of that. And he said Tupac was kind of yelling and, you ain't got no love for me, I'm sick of y'all, blah, 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 and talking all this. And Nas was, like you said, like, I love you, dog. It ain't like that. I ain't got no issues with you. But Snoop said that when they embraced each other and finally dapped it up and hugged, that Tupac kind of had this feeling like, yeah, I just punked that nigga. But then Snoop said he was standing in a way where he could see where Nas was kind of giving a signal to his goons, like, relax, don't worry about it. Because, like, his goons was, like, ready to pull the guns out. So Snoop was like, Nas actually could have took us all out because he outnumbered us and his people. So that's the way Snoop told it. Like, trust me, you think he punked Nas. He didn't. Nas was ready to handle some stuff. And he kind of notioned to his dudes like, nah, just relax.
Hey, that's DJ Envy.
Right.
I want you to listen. Nas had the burn right there. Nas in these streets.
Yeah, man. Ran up on him. So yeah, Nas ain't no, he ain't no punk or nothing like that. But Nas ain't trying to be nobody thug or anything like that either. So, man. That's just being a grown man. You can't be scared. You know what I mean? So.
And then to go back to the song and stuff. I mean, that was probably what 25.
Right. It's at least 25 years old.
This has probably happened I'm not gonna say it happened after he died, obviously, but I'm pretty sure he died. And before they was able to use this,
right?
Just like with Mobb Deep, they had to drop the gem. They kept it on the album, but they pulled it from the radio after.
Yeah, I remember that, man, because that joint went hard. I ain't gonna lie, when that came out, I was
Drop a Gem was that shit. Had a whole New York State aiming at your face.
Yeah, man. Shit. Yo, they went hard. I was like, I was proud of Mobb Deep because if you keep it on record and if it never got violent or anything like that, it would have been a good, battle. You know what I mean? But because of the way it turned out, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Mobb Deep had, I think, probably the dopest response to Tupac. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, as far as him coming out and they was and see that's the whole thing with Prodigy. What he was saying, like when him and Jay was going at it, he was like, well, there when New York was trying to stand,
right?
Where were you? You gonna come over here and talk shit about us? How about we, and why ain't been Russian student kick the building? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember that, man. I was like, wow, that's funny. I mean, Jay, I don't think Jay ever did nothing to Tupac. He never did some or anything, as far as I know. The only songs I know that just never got released was the Biggie one, and now this Nas one. Now, Lil' Kim did throw a shot at him. I don't know if anybody ever heard it, but she kind of did a freestyle over her Big Mama song, Big Mama thing, and she threw some shots at him. What did she say? Something. I think she was dissing Faith, and she said something about them twin pops in your belly and something like that.
Wow.
Remember Biggie said that if Faith had twins, she probably had two pops. Get it? Two pops. That was funny. So, and that wasn't even Biggie taking a shot at Tupac. It was more so taking a shot at Faith. You know what I mean? Like, you messing around, and now you got me looking stupid because you out here fooling around. And of course, she still denies it to this day, but I don't believe her. It's just way too many. It's too many people who said that they was in the studio and they could tell what went down. You know what I mean? So I don't believe you. You need more people.
Oh, speaking of which, going back to Jay-Z, I heard, and this is just what I heard now, I don't know how true it is, I had a property or a mansion in New Orleans and it got burned down.
I heard about that too. I didn't look into it to see if it was true, but I did see a headline that one of their mansions burned down, him and Beyonce. So I hope that didn't happen. I mean, if it did, I hope nobody got hurt. The way it was listed, it sounded like nobody got hurt, more so just the house. But
now they gotta sell that property now.
Right.
Well, I mean, they got other places, so I don't feel as bad for them. I mean, I'm not, but still, I mean, the loss. I mean, loss of anything. I don't care what you have. Yeah, it's still it can still be devastating. So.
Now, before we go any further, this is what I wanted to circle back to earlier when I was talking about Kanye and Jay. So now that we talking about the Nas song where he dissed Tupac, isn't it still kind of funny that every time something come out with Nas,
damn, Jay's like,
here we go with the Kanye.
You just pop.
Right.
Me and Kanye back.
Exactly. I was like, is anybody else catching this?
Yeah.
It's so funny that
Kanye back.
Right after Nas drops his diss song, Jay's like, yeah, let him hear that.
We back.
Take that.
We bringing unity. Oh, John Catcher in the house. What's up?
John Hatcher.
He got some new shit that, he kind of been, and I do apologize for we've been slack, but he do got some new shit that's coming out.
Okay.
I need to check him out. Check him out on YouTube and all his social platforms.
Yeah, I'm sure he's all over Spotify and all of that, man. Yeah, all over the music platforms.
Jared Hatcher is spelled JERMHATCHA.
Yep.
And if you don't remember, we did an interview with him probably back what? It's been a minute, about 6 months ago.
Yeah, at least 6 months or more, maybe more.
Yeah, we were discussing, things about DMX and also we were discussing his career and, his rhyme process. So go check that out. But yeah, definitely check out his stuff. He's got really good music.
Yep. And he's I think he's still under T Lynn's name.
Yeah, shout out to T Lynn.
Yep. Doing her thing. We definitely appreciate her for introducing us.
Yep.
And hopefully one of these days we'll have to get you back on the show, my man.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I appreciate you. And my man R2G2, man, so we can get him to display some more of his beats, man.
Yeah,
man he killing the game with the beats, man.
Beats,
super producer, you know what I mean? Yep. So
Greensboro finest.
Yes, sir.
Greensboro finest.
Yeah, man. So anyway, but yeah, I just thought that was funny with the Nas, coincidental Jay dropped something with Kanye.
Wow. Sad though. I didn't even think about it.
Right.
That's a sad thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
And in the song, I think he actually disses the Kardashians, I think, in the Jay song with Kanye. And he said something kind of slick. I can't remember what it was, but it was something, where it seemed like he threw a shot at them. But either way,
I can't wholeheartedly say fuck them bitches because I will give my hat off to Kim Kardashian for her. I don't know if there's an agenda for it, but I do applaud her trying to do, transforming herself, going from like porn to being a lawyer on the legal route.
Right.
I have to give her that.
Yeah.
I have to give her respect on that, you know.
Yeah, I definitely respect that because she's learned a lot about law and like practicing and all of that, man. So she's helped some people get out of jail.
Yeah.
So, I mean, prison. That's a big thing. So I have to admit, it does seem kind of skeptical about her relationship life because, I mean, right after they announced that they was split up, you know, she's spotted at parties with Drake and, you know, who Kanye always suspected was smashing anyway, and you know, all this other stuff going on, man. So it's like she just kind of comes off like, yeah, I you know, this is what I do. You know, I smash my way to the top. I don't know, man. I hope that's not the case. You know, I'm just being joking about it, but you know, that's what it seemed. Because she just, you know, both of them moved on pretty fast, but still, you know what I mean? It just seems weird that she went right up and started, you know, hanging out with Drake right after they broke up.
Rest of them Kardashians. Fuck them.
They all crazy. They all crazy.
Rest of them, I'm going with that, Joe. Crazy ass freak show, man.
Well, Jay threw a shot at them on the DMX song that he did. Remember with him and Nas and DMX?
Oh, the bath salt joint.
Yeah, because he said, "Come be my Kardashian, queen of the come up." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Oh snap!" You know what I mean? But it was recorded. That song was recorded a while back. Though.
Yeah.
So you know, I kind of get it. But either way, but yeah. So we can move on. What do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about Royce?
Royce versus Lupe. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
That's been kind of interesting, man. I mean, it seemed like it kind of got a little serious, basically, because you know, they were doing a podcast together, Royce the 5'9" and Lupe Fiasco, and from what I saw, there was a live video where it was like Royce and some other dudes, some of the battle rap dudes like Murder Mook and Loaded Lux, those types of guys, and they were all talking. And basically, it was some, you know, back and forth where the battle rappers were trying to egg it on, basically, supposedly, where they were like, yeah, you know, it would be dope if Royce and Lupe did this and that and that. And it kind of ended up putting a battery in Lupe's back. So that eventually Lupe jumps on the live and he's all hype. Who said what? What? You know, he's kind of yelling and being loud. And so Royce is like, whoa. That ain't even how it went down. You know, you misunderstand it. But Lupe is just kind of still being a little aggressive. So it turned into a real argument. And eventually that's what led up to it. So they started doing little IG posts about each other, just kind of poking fun at each other. Yeah. And then it turned into, you know, well, let's take it to the bars. And Royce dropped something. As they should. Right. As they should. Now, Royce dropped something. I can't remember the name of it. Silence of the Lambda. That's what it was. Silence of the Lambda. And then, what's the name? Dropped a song called Steve Jobs. So his song was supposed to be more so like, I think it was more so like a metaphor, like nerds run the world. That's why I think he called it Steve Jobs. So anyway, you haven't heard either one of them, have you?
I haven't heard either one of them.
Yeah, I would like to get your opinion on those when you hear them, because I think they're both really good. So it's really close for me, but I have to give a slight edge to Royce. Yeah, because just a little bit.
That's the way I was thinking. Because Royce is just a different. Yeah, like, and that's not disrespect to Lupe neither, because Lupe is nice too.
Yeah, if you hear Lupe's response, it was dope. It was top tier. I just think Royce might have just a hair, you know.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear him, because I mean, if you're gonna battle like that, that's what hip hop's about. Right. I can respect that. Yeah. You know, it ain't about the money and flash and all that stuff. About these bars.
Yeah, man. And bars. I'm glad they did it. I mean, it's not I guess the way it seems like they're not going to really do anything else, because Royce put out a post on, I think, his Twitter, where he was just like, I'm going to leave it right here. I don't want to, get too far into it and wind up doing something that might be taken too far. Yeah, because... So I'm going to just leave it right there. I think that was his way of saying, let's just call it a day.
Yeah, because, I mean, realistically, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they're doing a podcast or something, they're definitely going to want to make money together. or at least make, have a ways to make, but and it would be really great for them to do projects together as well. So it ain't no use to slight nobody just cause.
About the podcast though, Lupe actually said he's not going to do it anymore.
Wow.
He walked away from it. He did a post after the fact, I guess after they dropped their bars, and he was just like, yeah, we have fun with the podcast and actually some really good episodes. Y'all should go check them out. So he was still plugging it, but he was like, I think we're just going to leave it right there and just gracefully bow out, blah, blah, blah. So he kind of said that he's not going to do it no more.
Wow.
So yeah, it kind of got a little serious there.
Yes, it must be something that happened that we don't really truly know about.
And I mean, it seems like it was all, like I said, a misunderstanding, because when I go back and I look at the video when they first kind of was arguing on the live, one of the things that happened, well, it was two things that happened. Lupe was kind of getting loud, with the who won it, who said what, and I'm ready, and that kind of energy. I don't know I can't remember what his exact words were, so don't misquote. I'm not misquoting him, just more so, giving y'all the gist. But then Lupe also didn't have a shirt on. So at the same time that he's yelling, Royce is trying to tell him to calm down. Royce is also saying, yo, you need to go put a shirt on. And, nobody want to look at your little bird chest, kind of throwing that shout out at him. And I think that kind of egged Lupe on, like, nah, I ain't taking my shirt off, F that, and so it was a combination of those two things. To me, that's what really threw the whole thing off. And Royce has tried to explain to him that, it ain't whatever you think it was, that's not what it is. But since you won't let it go, here's what's going to happen, So, but, that's all. I think that's all it is. I don't think there's really nothing else to it. I think they could eventually, mend this thing back up, but I just don't know if they will or not,
And then what they need to do, they just need to, get up with Joe Budden, help his ass out with his podcast.
Yeah, they actually
is not doing so well, from what I hear.
I heard that too. They actually brought him in on one of their lives.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were doing another live with us. A group of them. It was Royce and some of the battle rappers like Murder Mook and all of them. And they brought Joe in because I think Joe's name got thrown in the mix somehow. But, Joe wasn't really, I don't think he was trying to get into it. It was more so, we just having a conversation, just kicking it, you know what I mean? But, he was on the live with him for a little while. So that was kind of interesting. I think you should go back and check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back. Now, what's the name of their podcast?
It was just called, I think, the Lupe and Royce Show, or the Royce and Lupe Show,
okay,
something like that. Yeah,
they got some YouTube episodes.
I'm not sure because I never looked for it. So by the time it was really hitting my radar, that's when this whole thing jumped off.
Came out. Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and check it out.
So well, shout out,
definitely
man.
Do that.
Shout out, you know what I'm saying? And I hope, like I said, especially in the time we are in now. Yeah, we really can't afford to have like black people just arguing over shit.
Absolutely.
Especially something that's like, trivial and stuff. But, I know how, we can get like that. But, yeah, I hope they can come back together. They can mend and, they could do some stuff.
I do too, man.
So we need both. We definitely need both of them.
Right. They're both really, important to hip hop in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess we can go ahead and move on. I guess we can talk about like, the verse is coming up in the Hassan Campbell and how he threw some shots out at Jim Jones and Styles P and that kind of thing.
I didn't hear the Jim Jones. Yeah. I heard the Styles P rebuttal. And boy, woo! Style let him have it, boy. He's like, look, respectfully, coming with blessings, brother. Fuck you. I was like, man. You gotta chill. You got to chill.
Yeah. Styles ain't gonna water too much of it down.
No, he ain't.
Styles was like, yo, I can get back active. I'm inactive now, but I can go back active if y'all want.
Oh man,
and it was funny, man.
And shout out to Styles, man. And that's one thing I have to give to like Styles and Jada, man. They really about this health thing. They really about the juice.
Definitely, man.
And we said it. If you go back, different episodes, we've actually stated about how, like these guys, they're getting older. They're talking about having good health. They're talking about bettering yourself, making yourself healthy. Man, I respect that, man. I mean, especially for
man.
coming from what they were doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're really trying to put the culture up on game. I appreciate these guys,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah,
Really
I'm proud of them for that, man. They always promoting the juice joint too, man. So love that. But yeah, so but yeah, so I mean, you know, the video, there's a video out there with Hassan Campbell. He was basically talking junk about Jim Jones and Dipset in general, calling them snitches and all of that. Because he said that basically Jim Jones, you know, will say one thing in his songs about promoting one guy who's, you know, one of the street thugs and drug dealers and big time guys. And but then after that, he's hanging out with what's my dude's name? I think it was Alpo. You know, one of the dudes that was like a big kind of kingpin up in Queens and New York and all of that. So he's like, yo, in your songs you promoting his enemy, but then here, you know, you hanging with him, and you doing this and that, and you know, it's kind of looking fishy and all of this, and then he said there was a tape where Jim Jones was caught on tape ratting on 6ix9ine.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I didn't hear about that.
And he basically just threw Styles P in it because he's like, why would you want to do a versus with this nigga? Because he, you know, I guess Styles been going back and forth with Jim Jones, you know, in a playful manner about the verses, which is kind of dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Hassan Campbell was like, yo, Styles, you basically calling him a fool, saying you might as well, you know, say you hanging with snitches and this and that. And so I think that's where Styles P got prompted to respond, because Styles don't play that. You remember when the Beanie Siegel jumped off with him and Jada, Styles like, don't throw my name in that shit, because once you put my name in it, now I got to smash you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he just got mad with that, but you know, that's what happened. Basically, Hassan Campbell was talking about Jim Jones, and he just threw Styles P in there.
Hassan Campbell, just to, you know, the reason why they're getting together to work together. That's why.
Get the bag. Get the bag.
Just to be clear, that's why.
You know what I mean? Hey, you know, Hassan Campbell been looking kind of foolish here lately.
Yeah, man.
So many people been
now I will
jumping on him, man.
I will say this about the whole Jim Jones thing. Now I haven't heard about what you were saying, but I did. You know, some of the other before this whole thing was, you know, Kwame Brown and all that stuff blew up. He was talking about Jim Jones, which I haven't listened to Jim Jones' music, but he was saying that, you know, he did give him some compliments. So yeah, Jim Jones' music is great. Like the music, if you just listen to the music, is good. But as far as the message in the music, I mean, I do kind of agree with what he was saying as far as, yeah, it is detrimental to this whole stuff with, you know, the gang culture and all this, that, and the third. So, I mean, Hassan Campbell had been vocal about that, which I understand. You know, I can respect, but yeah, I mean, and really now at this point, the way hip hop is now, I mean, yeah, back in the days we had different rules, but now the rules are kind of bent and twisted and everything. Okay, so yeah, if he snitched, but see that, but that's not, you know, with this event coming up, that's not either here nor there. You know, this is about a celebration of two groups who, at the pinnacle of, you know, well, they're still doing their thing, but
yeah,
at the pinnacle of their height, and you know what people remember of them and what they enjoy. This is what this is about. It's not about who snitched on who. It's not about who ratted on who. You know, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the way I look at it. But I mean, and I can't really tell you like the rules of the streets and stuff like that, because I ain't no street nigga. So I can't come up here and tell you like, oh nah, son, you know, that's like me and you. If you did something, you snitched on somebody, and then I come to this podcast like, nah, nigga, I can't do the podcast with you because you up there snitching. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to snitching on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up here next time I see I'm gonna rock your snot box. Make sure your TV turned off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? We in it, we in this to do this to, one, we love it. And then two, we're trying to monetize it. So I can't come in here just because of what you did. You know what I'm saying? I can't let that stop me to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's the way I look at that.
Yeah. And I mean I agree. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. I think Hassan Campbell, I think he's just been trying to capitalize off that friction so much that he's willing to just name drop and say whatever, just to get people to get amped up, like, oh, he mentioned Styles. I wonder what Styles gonna say now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the thing of it is now, I think a lot of people seen the game now. And on top of that, a lot of people, there's a lot of other people that was coming out that wasn't really necessarily saying things before. Now they're coming out and saying, well, hey, we're just gonna give you the whole deal. Like if it's gonna be like that, we rolling it out. Yeah. Let you decide. So yeah, I mean, I think him doing that, especially with the Kwame Brown interview, him doing that is really kind of exposed his hand.
Yeah,
and I kind of hate it because I was, again, when we were talking about the Kwame Brown situation, my hope was for them to come together, even though, you know what I'm saying, or at least get to an understanding. Like, look, we're about helping, we're helping the future generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
absolutely.
It's just getting, and I think that's the name of the game now. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I mean, we shall see what happens from here, man. I'm still excited about the verses and I'm still gonna watch it. I mean, I don't know what's true or not true about Jim Jones and all of that. I mean, but this is about the culture right now.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm interested in is just seeing it for the sake of classic music and how it brings the culture together. So that's all I'm worried about at this point.
Oh, speaking of which, did you check out any of the Big 3 games? I think some came on today.
Not. I've been meaning to. I have not. I definitely want to support that, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
Shout out to Ice Cube.
He did his thing.
Yeah, remember to watch those on CBS. We are not getting paid from Ice Cube yet.
Right.
But make sure that the Big 3 joint.
I say Big 3 all day, man. If you put us on the payroll, bro.
Yeah, it's just, we don't even want much. A couple $100,
Man, I'm going for a
couple white women. I'm fucking with you.
I think it's on. I think it's on Triller too. I think.
Yeah, I think it's on Triller. I'm trying to see if it was on Paramount Plus because since that being on CBS, CBS.
That would make sense. So yeah, it probably is. That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see, man. But shout out to Ice Cube for doing that. I'm glad he's keeping it going too, because that's nostalgia for me, man.
Oh yeah.
Seeing some of your favorite players still being able to throw the ball around,
Get down.
Yep. So yeah, man. Did you want to throw out anything else on the show?
Oh, real quick. I want to shout out to Kimberly Mosberry. I got my stuff. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, I'm trying to get the applause. I did not want to wear the shirt today because what I want to do is, don't tell everybody, but I got my girlfriend a shirt too. So I want her to wear it and we'll take a picture together and, and shout her out.
That's what's up. That's
what I want to do.
This is the Shikari and the Flash.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Kimberly Mosberry.
Yeah.
Well, she has it as Mosberry on some and Mosby on some platforms. So I don't know which one is the proper name, but still shout out to her. She makes some good products.
Yeah.
So but yeah, and then we shouted her out last week as well. No, was it the week before?
I think it was the week before last.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So but yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had. Do you have anything else you want to throw out there before we wrap up?
I think that's it. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Remember when we do this next time. Yeah, that's my man. Oh, my man. That's Warren.
Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah. We appreciate you checking us out.
What? Shut up! I'm gonna hit the claps.
Sound boy burial.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to my man. So let me do the clap. Okay. Now the thing I was talking about. Since Kwame Brown was talking about we need to do something for these kids and stuff, and do something for as far as like the coding and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it would be our duty to maybe every once in a while, or at least I don't know if I could do it every show, but we definitely want to send out at least list some jobs, things that maybe these kids can look at and they can go okay, I can work myself to get here.
right.
So we want to kind of do that. That way it'd be a way of giving back, and at least we're trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
Everybody's got their schedules, and everybody can't get all out to all these places, but
yeah, we definitely man. We definitely want to do some stuff like that, man. Throw some plugs in there at the end of the show and help some people, get where they need to be, man. Because we definitely want to promote, and just put it on for the community.
Yep.
I definitely agree with that, man. But yeah, I don't think I have too much else. Did you want to share anything else about Biz? You mentioned.
Oh yeah, definitely. Real quick, I shared a post. I know a lot of people still mourning over Biz and things like that. I definitely want you guys to, if you get a chance to listen to the I Need a Haircut album, if you can find it. I know it's a hard find. I try to look it up on Spotify. It's not there. It goes to show you that you can't listen to everything on Spotify.
Right.
That's why sometimes it's good to, you have your own physical copy.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm telling you. But I say that to say this. Check out the Biz Marquee I Need a Haircut album. If you find the one that has the Alone Again, you better keep that shit. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You better keep it. You better make it. If you get it on cassette, make another copy of it. Get it on CD, make another little burnt joint of it, and put that away. My hope is to get it on vinyl, put that joint on there.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. That would be dope.
That's a good album. It's definitely, which I haven't heard the first album officially, honestly. But I've heard stuff. I heard like the Make the Music with Your Mouth, the all the other popular Biz songs.
Yeah,
but definitely check out the I Need a Haircut album. And there's a guy, I can't think of his name, but I checked out his page and subscribed to it. I'll put the name maybe later on. But he does mixtapes, and he did like a Biz Marquee mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dope. He had some stuff he did with Primo. He's got all this other stuff. I mean, really great classic Biz Marquee stuff. So shout out to Biz, man. Shout out to Biz.
Yeah, man. There's been so many tributes going out to him. There's these little girls who are DJs, DJs Amira and Kayla.
Okay, yeah, I ain't seen them in a while.
Yeah, they did a tribute to Biz too, man.
That's what's up.
Scratching and mixing and all of that, man. They're really good too, man. So
I know they kind of grown a little bit too, probably.
Yeah. They're somewhere between 12 and 15.
Really?
They're in that age.
Yeah,
somewhere in that area, 12 to 15.
That's what's up.
But yeah, they're very talented, man. Because they've done a lot. I think they did a DMX tribute too.
Okay.
Typically, when they hear about stuff like this, they do tributes. But the Biz one was really good. You know what I mean? So definitely shout out to them. I tried to reach out to them one time to see if we can interview them, but we're gonna keep working on that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Keep working on that.
No doubt. But that's I kept on hearing the dang old going through listening to racism with Cool G Rap.
Yeah, racism.
Yeah, I just kept playing that, man. Like, the ink is black, the paper is white. Together we learn how to read and write.
Biz did not care, man. was like, "This is what you gonna get. This is biz, man." So I love that about him, man. And y'all go check out, Howie's lyrical breakdown on Biz on the Loan Again.
And
really
check
good.
out his tribute to Biz on the Lost in Thought.
I did a Lost in Thought. That was it was a little long, but I was just kind of talking and talking, so I can do that sometime. I rant a little bit, but y'all check it out, and definitely drop some feedback. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and close it out. So for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, this is episode 172, and this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard.
And we're gonna see y'all on the next one, all right?
Peace.
Recorded this time.